I started this channel because I was tired of seeing all these perfect homes with all these perfect people and with already clean homes. I just wanted to see somebody with a real home who was more similar to me, who struggled like I do. And in today's video, I just want to express that's why I started this channel. Because, not because I just love cleaning, but because I do like to watch cleaning channels. But in all the videos, everyone's home is perfect. And I just want to be able to give you somebody that is not perfect with no perfect home. So if you're like me, come join me today and let's get my home clean together. Got Tristan's football game tonight. And then I gotta clean my kitchen. And I've got to get into the bathroom. I really need to clean up from where I dyed my hair last night. So I gotta clean up that dye. And I know how to get it out. So if you need to know how to get dye out of your bathtub, hang tight because I can teach you. Hi. And then Lana, ready for game day? Yeah. And then, so then I was wanting to pack away some toys that we had decluttered last week, and I'm going to drop that off to the donation pile, but there's a lot I got to do. So let's get to going and getting this stuff done because I am running out of time. Sorry if you're thinking that this is going to be some super professional video or a super professional voiceover, because that is probably just not me. That is probably just not my videos, and I usually just chit chat with you guys like you're sitting here in my room. And if you're not into that kind of thing, then you probably should just go ahead and scroll along, because that is just, I've realized how I do my videos. It's just more of like talking to friends. So, yeah. With that being said, I wanted to say the first half of this video is my voiceover, and the second half of the video is my son kind of joining in. So if you don't want to hear a 13-year-old and I chit-chatting, then and it's kind of silly. So I don't know. If you don't want to listen to it, you might want to go ahead and scroll along for that as well. And also, here in just a minute, you will be seeing me do one of you guys' suggestions about a permanent marker for my falling apart cabinets. And yeah, so you will see what I'm talking about when I say this house is falling apart. So the cabinets really, truthfully, at the bottoms are falling apart. The tops are just kind of torn up, but you'll see in a second whenever I'm trying to draw on the marker, which it did okay at the top, but when we got to the bottom, it was just coming apart like particles and all that. It wouldn't even draw on some parts. So not sure what that is, but I'm hoping you guys might have some suggestions for me that doesn't cost a lot, or just completely getting all new cabinets, because let's be honest, who has money for that nowadays? So anyway, so in today's video, it is jam-packed with a bunch of stuff. Let me see if I can remember it all. So first I start with the kitchen and I clear and declutter that, then wipe off surfaces and mop. Then I move into my bathroom where first I tackle the cabinets in my kitchen and try to mark over those. Then I tackle my bathroom and I tackle the hair dye that's on my bathtub, and then I just do a little light cleaning in there, and then I declutter a little bit of toys. Then that doesn't take but just a couple minutes. Then I go in, I rearrange all of the living room, and then I clean the door, the inside and outside of the front door, because oh my gosh, it was so nasty. and just made our house look way, way poorer and way worse than it already is sometimes. Which, don't get me wrong, I am so grateful for our home and our house. We are truly, truly blessed. I just wish there was some way we could fix some of these things about our home to make it a little bit, I don't know, not so falling apart, but that's mobile home. Sometimes the quality just isn't quite there. It's really weird because the camera can be pretty deceiving to the eye. Isn't this funny? Do you guys do this too, when there's a bunch of stuff on the floor and you just wipe your feet on your leg? So that was kind of what I was feeling. There was just so much crumbs and gunk on the floor, and I cannot stand my floors dirty. And I always walk around in my bare feet, and that's just how I like it. I like my floors to be clean enough that I can walk around barefooted. I don't like shoes. And but whenever there's a bunch of stuff on the floor, I end up doing that whole move where you are, wiping your feet on your legs. So anyway, yeah, I typically wanted to hurry up and do like a quick vacuum mop on this day. I do need to get in here with my O-Cedar mop and really clean the floors good. And I typically do that maybe once a month or something. But for a quick pickup, this thing is pretty awesome. You say hi? Hi. Okay, so before I go clean my bathroom, I was gonna try the Sharpie. I think I probably need a bigger one, but I was gonna try the Sharpie on the cabinets. One of you guys has suggested I try that, and I've done it before in the kids' bathroom. It doesn't last long, but let's do it again and see. So if you can see here, because it's a mobile home, cabinets are just getting torn up like crazy. So I'm gonna try and go over with the Sharpie and see if that helps it. Just like with cleaning, I typically start like, from top to bottom. So I was starting with the top cabinets that were the worst, and I probably could have went in a lot more detail, but I was just struggling because I did have to go get kids from school soon, and I only had so much time to do all the things that I was wanting to get done. And we also had a football game that night, so I was really just trying to get what I could get done first, because I knew we were coming back pretty late. So yeah, I definitely don't like how they look. They don't look that great, but I feel like it does kind of hide it a little bit better from afar. And then here in a second, once we kind of get towards the bottom of the cabinets, you will see that it works on some spots, yes, and it doesn't look that great either way when you really look close. So I'm not a big fan, but it definitely helps hide it from afar. You can't really see it that well on camera, unless you're really looking for it. But see, these did okay, but closer to the other parts that are not right here on the island, it's kind of just falling apart. The lower part of the cabinets are just falling apart, and they've been like that ever since we moved in a few years ago, and they're just continuously getting worse. I don't know what it is. There's no water leaks. Because the kids' bathroom has done this since we moved in as well. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just wear and tear on the cabinets, and they're just kind of cardboard, and so it's just kind of falling apart. Right here, you can kind of see a little bit of it, but it is not that bad. So as we're getting over here, it's starting to kind of do that over here as well. And so I was thinking maybe painting, but I don't think in a lot of these areas where you can't even color it because so much of it is just coming off, I just don't think painting's gonna help. And I lost so much cabinet, and some of them I just decided to stop because it was just tearing it up too much. So some of these parts I just ended up giving up on, but I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to take y'all's suggestion on trying it, and yeah, so that's me trying it and me trying to figure out what would be the best way and how to fix this, other than just buying all new cabinets and things like that we just don't have money for. So anyway, this was my attempt to, and you can see here all of that I lost from that section. That's quite a bit. And then over here, yeah, I just end up giving up. Yep, this one's just not gonna do it. And so we can try this one here and see if this one's any different.
Yeah. Did this one is Mama?
This one's doing a little bit better.
No, it's too better. Too better. Yeah, it's too better.
I know you really can't tell where this cabinet is, but this one right here is right where the trash can is. And this one has just been bad for quite some time, and I just don't know what to do with it. I couldn't even color it. It was just so bad. So I ended up just walking around wiping up all the pieces. Now we're tackling the bathroom because I had enough of that and I was feeling pretty down. So we're tackling all of this bathroom with my favorite things, and I usually let the scrubbing bubbles or kaboom sit for a minute. Then I go in with my favorite pink stuff. I usually let this sit for just a few minutes. Then I go in with my pink stuff, and if that don't get it, this will definitely help get it. So I can squirt some of this in the bottom already. Kind of get that. But my pink stuff, that's my miracle right there. In case you didn't hear what I said when I first started cleaning my bathtub or letting the stuff soak on there, I have a really, really bad crick in my neck this day, and I was kind of moving like the old Batman who kind of had to move his shoulders too. So I think I slept wrong. That's the only thing I can think is I slept wrong somehow, and that made me have a really bad crick in my neck. So, but I still managed to use some scrubbing power and got all this up. So as you can tell, me just letting the kaboom sit really did a lot already, but there was still a lot of spaces that really needed to be scrubbed really good. And once I tackled it with that pink stuff, look, you can't even tell there was ever any hair dye. So yeah, and if you know hair dye and if you have ever dyed your own hair, it can make such a mess and it can be so hard to get out of your bathroom. So I, with trial and error, finally figured out all the things that help get it out. Thankfully, I am an ex cleaner, house cleaner that I'm still learning. I don't care how old I am, I'm still learning products that help with different things. So, no matter my age, I know way more now than when I even was a house cleaner. Isn't that funny? So, yeah, and I have more recommendations of things that I probably wouldn't have recommended when I was a house cleaner. So, life is funny like that. You just kind of discover more and more things and learn as you go all the time. We're finishing up in the bathroom with a mop, and I don't know if I've said this, but no, we don't have a lot of money. But the one thing that I have never regretted spending money on was this vacuum mop. Oh my god, what a lifesaver for when you have kids. I mean, it was something we really saved up for, and I was so happy when I got it, and I was so scared that it was gonna be not as great as everybody was raving about because it was what, $300? I can't remember. The most I've ever spent on anything, especially like a cleaning tool in my life, and I was so nervous because it was my own money, and money is hard to come by, and of course, and we really saved up for it because I was like, this would really help with day-to-day chores and cleaning. And it is a lifesaver because having little kids and a lot of kids and a lot of space, having this thing to really clean up has really been a game changer for me. And so Tristan, my oldest 13, he wanted to pretend like he was me and do like a little voiceover. So we're going to give it a try and see what it sounds like. And he's just going to say what he's seeing on screen, and let's see if it's how funny it can be. All right.
Okay.
What is happening on screen?
I have no idea.
I'm
You putting up
I'm
stuffed animal.
decluttering. I'm
Yeah,
taking
look,
them to donation.
Oh. So
So
it seems like you're stealing all of Callan's stuffed animals and giving it away for free, aren't you?
Yep. But I do put a lot of Kellen's back. He just says he doesn't want them, and I keep waiting for him to change his mind.
Really?
Yeah. So I actually put them back in the bin, and I put them back in the closet.
That was like
probably $100 worth.
More than $100 right there.
Yeah, but that was things for his birthdays and stuff that he always wanted. Anyway, now what am I doing?
Okay, you are cleaning the inside of the coffee table.
Yeah. And what am I gonna put in there?
Toys now.
Yeah, instead of.
Well, I never really.
We used to have what in there?
Blankets.
Yeah. And now I am sorting so that she can have her cars on one side and her little actual figures on the other.
Really?
And I actually tried to put the Paw Patrol house in it, but it wouldn't fit. And now what am I doing?
Cleaning the dirty couch.
Yeah.
The dirty brown couch.
Yep. And I'm just wiping it off, and we do end up getting rid of this couch.
Yeah.
When we do get a new one, that will be in next week's video, so you get to see the new one. And it's we just had to. It was just. I'll go more into about why I had to in the next video. So stick with me for next week's video if you want to find out why I got rid of this couch. So now what are we doing?
Now we're moving it.
We moved it. And how heavy was this couch?
I mean, you and me could have done it easily, but Callan right there is just trying to help.
But it was pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
It was a heavy couch.
I moved it all by myself, you know what I'm saying? I moved it all by myself.
And look how tired I was right there. My back was just about broke right there. That's what my hands in the air was for. And why did you pick up Lana and run away like that? What was up with that? And look at me over there still heaving and hoeing and struggling, and you were supposed to help me. Okay. So this is the next day, as we had gotten home from school, and that was all that I could do that day. Gone through and gotten rid of that the camera didn't record, or I lost footage. So I'll show you those bags in a second. And yeah, I think we're gonna, that's for the living room. We just need a vacuum. So I don't know what else I need to do, but for now, that's it. And now what am I doing? This is the next day. So this is a whole different day of you leaving me with the couch to, you didn't help, you just took off. Okay, now what?
Yeah, Lana already made a mess, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And you started vacuuming.
Mm-hmm.
And
then I tickle her foot. Look, you see that?
Yeah.
You were at school this day.
Yeah, I was.
I think you were. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, because the day before was football day. So, and this was Friday. So I
think so.
Or was it? I don't know. Don't give me the line. I never know what day it is.
Yeah, I thought that was Thursday.
No, you had football game the day before, because I was talking about it in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And now what am I doing? Am I still
vacuuming? Yes.
Yeah. And we're vacuuming this backspace that I do not know what to do with and what to put in it, and it's just an empty space that I have no idea. But here it is. Here's
Maybe
the
you
end
should put my-
result.
Maybe you should put my gaming setup there.
No!
Why?
And look at all this. Guys, look at all the dirt. I don't want your gaming stuff, your gaming computer to be right there.
But that looks so delicious.
No.
It looks so
So
good.
that you could be screaming in the living room at your games? Heck
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Now what am I
Now you
doing?
clean the windows.
Yes.
Which you should have been doing a long time ago.
What? They look how dirty they are though.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
And
much...
here in a second, you're gonna see a spider. Just wait. And there were so many spiders in these windows.
Yummy.
You'll see it crawl in here in a second. And you know how scared you are of spiders? You would have been flipping out how many spiders that I killed this day in these windows. The rag, that was how dirty that windowsill was. See the spider?
Oh my gosh.
Did you see it? There
Yeah,
were
I saw
so
it.
many though. I didn't even get. You can't tell with the camera.
Yeah, it's
But
just
there was,
climbing.
yeah, it was
It's just
climbing,
climbing.
and I did get it off before I was done. But look, I've seen this was off, so I had to nail that back in. How many more things do I have to fix? I don't know, but yeah, I fixed this. It's nailed in, and hopefully it'll stay.
I think we should fix our wallpapers next.
Yeah, that's a lot of painting. So, and then now what am I doing? Come closer.
Okay. Now you are organizing food for us.
It's your snacks. I'm putting some snacks in there. Yeah. And then, what is this?
Magic.
Bam! Magic. Yeah. Don't you wish it was like that? You don't. You don't ever do dishes. I don't make you do the dishes.
I really don't like dishes.
And
I do anything else but dishes.
And look at how I'm doing the watermelon. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I've seen it on one of the cleaning channels, and I hate cutting watermelons, and I wanted to try it this way, and it is so much easier to cut the watermelon. So I wanted to give it a try, and it is
You look so professional.
It does look professional, which is so funny because I am so not. And it was so easy to do like this. And we usually just eat our watermelon in squares anyway. So now what am I doing? I'm chopping.
I'd be a better chopper than you.
Yeah, and probably a finger would be cut off because you're trying to go so fast.
I mean, as long as I'm accurate.
And look how delicious that looks. And here are the bags that we are donating. That's 4 bags gone. And I think it's been maybe 5 bags this week.
I thought it was
6.
more.
It might be 8 actually, because we did get. How many did we take to Nana?
It was 4.
It was 4, and
Yeah.
these are 4 more, so it's probably like 8 then.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gotten rid of like 8 bags of things we've decluttered this
And
2 weeks.
Luckily, I did not have to do that again because I carried the 4 bags to my Nana's house.
Okay, let me talk about these. So here's another thing with these walls back here. They are just so messed up. But did you notice when you came home that day how clean the door was?
Yeah. I mean, no, not really. No.
Oh, come on. I think you did notice. I remember you saying something like, look how clean the door is. Or maybe it was Jackson?
Yeah, it was Jackson.
Oh, okay. Well, it was definitely like a compliment because y'all I didn't say anything to you. But yeah, you can definitely see how dirty it was before and then see the after. It's such a transformation. You see all them bugs and spiders?
Mm-hmm.
And I used Clorox and let that kind of sit on there. And then I even went in with my steam cleaner that I've had for years. That steam shot.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
It's like the steam thing you use for the windows.
Yeah,
that one
and I
time.
use it on the doors as well to help get in the cracks and crevices. And it got it pretty white. I was pretty impressed with how clean the door was. And we live in the country.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the country gets all that pollen and things get dirty
You can
easy.
probably tell by the window reflection.
Yeah, see all the grass. And do you like living in the country?
Yeah, it's fresher.
I think you would like the
City?
yeah.
No.
You sure? Because you always talk about your friends at school. They live in the suburbs, and
I don't care.
I don't like suburbs. So, but look at that. Isn't that kind of, what is the word you say?
What?
Satisfying.
That is not satisfying.
Yes, it is. Come on. Ooh, look at the
I
bugs.
barely really say that anymore.
Okay, so what do you say? You say cap,
No.
sigma,
Please stop.
bro.
Please stop.
Okay. And then what is all that? What am I doing now? Still steaming?
That's just, I'm not sure that's steamy. I think it's just like water.
No, it's steam. It's a hot shot. It's steam.
Yeah, but it looks
And
like
then I'm
water.
wiping it up, and then it was just so easy to clean after I had already sprayed it, and then it was easy to just wipe up after all of that. So
Look at the windows.
not a lot of scrubbing, thankfully, because I used all the right tools.
Yeah, you should look at the pretty windows.
Yeah, aren't they pretty? They don't stay long. They're already dirty already, and it's only been a few days. But look at the before. And
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let you go. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay. Okay. I worked really hard and now I'm all sweaty. But I've got to go get kids from school. So I guess that's it for today. You want to say bye-bye?
Yeah.
See Lana's car, they lighted to paint on it. You say bye-bye? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Okay. All right, see you next time. Bye.